over 4,600 Nigerian doctors relocate to the UK in 3 years. 4,600. That's not a joke. Oh. That's a lot.
I'm not even sure that number is accurate.
And it may not be accurate.
I think there are more.
Wow, that's a whole lot. And we say we don't have enough hands in Nigerian hospitals.
I remember there was a time a Minister of Labour, Senator Chris Ngige, was very boastful that we have enough doctors. Anybody that wants to leave can leave. So look at it in 3 years. 4,600 doctors.
That's if we're not looking at about 7,000. But even at 4,600, that's
still a lot.
Whole lot. You could have put those doctors in hospitals in Nigeria, and we probably would not
be seeing cases where auxiliary nurses are using torchlight to conduct CS
for
during childbirth.
You know, this is so. I mean, something should really be done about it. Rather than our leadership bluffing and saying they can leave or trying to force them not to leave, I think they should give them incentives to stay. Do you know what I'm saying? Negotiate with them, you know, call them to the round tables, their representatives, and, you know, have a discussion with them. And don't just talk, walk the talk. Because I read it somewhere that the Nigerian doctors are saying that they're being bullied by the government. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw the story. Yes. That was the build-up to the NMA strike.
You know, so they don't want to be bullied. These people are professionals. And you see, that's the problem. We all must respect each other in our various areas of core competence. Your kind of work may not be similar to mine, but guess what? It has its technicalities, and not just anybody can do it. So to the layman, it's difficult. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that our leaders have to learn to respect professionals. It's really important. You know, at some point, this particular government was saying, you know, that they're not going to let them leave anymore. You know, they're trying to force them.
You can't stop people from traveling.
You can't stop them from traveling.
Don't you travel?
Exactly.
Don't they have their kids?
Give them incentives. You know, tell them that life is going to be better for them and make it better for them. They will not go. Nobody wants to go to another country where, you know, they say home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. It can never be as good as being at home. So I think the government really needs to look into this. These numbers are not pleasant. They're not palatable. And I think something should be done. It doesn't matter whether this is going to fall on deaf ears. What matters to me is that we have said it, we have suggested it, and we think that's the best solution, you know, for the government to make sure that we have enough doctors. Because we churn out large numbers of doctors on a yearly basis from various young, agile, you know, creative, you know, very good doctors. And our doctors will excel anywhere in the world. You must know that this person is
That's why they're in hot demand.
Yes.
Go to the UK, go to the US, go to Canada, everywhere. Nigerian doctors are in very hot demand. They know that the system that produces them here is not the easiest, and they will always still thrive regardless. So when you get to those in cold spaces where the system is functional, imagine someone struggling and still excelling. When you now get to a space where you don't have to struggle for the basic, you don't have to look for candle to read for your final medical exams. You don't have to be scared that, oh, when you are going for a surgery, there are no emergencies on standby. So that's why when they get into that system, it's so easy for them.
It helps them
their medical courses, they pass in flying colors, they get recruited, they are being, you know, hunted like they are treasures, because that is how good Nigerian products within the medical field is. But we're comfortable allowing them to go because they are the ones that will go and treat these politicians when they travel to London.
Exactly.
It's the same Nigerians that you couldn't keep in your country that you still go and pay thousands of pounds outside of the country to take care of you.